Mishal, I don't know about you, but when I empty out my poor little purse at the end of the month, I can't help but think how nice it would be not to have to work for a living.
What surprises me, Zaki, is how the world's most successful people just keep on working. If you really want to, you can pack an incredible amount into each day. And I'd like to introduce you to someone who combines a career as a vet and a model with a very active lifestyle.
He's got the kind of face that breaks hearts and sells products. But don't let Niven Packery's chiseled looks fool you into thinking that he's just another Clifton playboy.
For most mother-in-laws, being a doctor is an absolute catch. Let's add to the fact that his patients are sick animals. Are you ladies swooning yet? Well, he's also a fitness model. I'm sure you guys are eager to meet Niven Packery.
Niven was just seeing his last patient when Mishal arrived.
Hello, Niven.
Hi.
Good, and you?
Good, all right.
Who's this gorgeous little puppy?
This is Ziggy, all right. We're just doing a normal little quick health checkup for her. So I've just listened to her chest, her lungs are sounding nice and clear. And then we're just gonna check her temperature to make sure she's all good and healthy. All right, it's never the fun part. Hey, girlie.
What does the checkup entail?
Okay, so standard checkup would just mean checking the temperature, their pulse, their respiration, check their mucous membranes, make sure there's no clinical abnormalities, and that usually gives you a general overview of your pet's health.
Perfect, perfect, Ziggy. So that means Ziggy's all good and she can go home.
Ziggy's got the all clear, which means she can be rehomed. A shame, I think she's had enough stress for today. Let's pop her back into her cage.
This is such an interesting profession. Why did you choose animals versus human patients?
I think the crux of the matter is that, you know, an animal can never talk back to you. They're a lot easier to work with. People come with a lot of drama, a lot of complaints. And I mean, I've always been raised with animals, so the passion lies there. I've always wanted to help and treat them.
Growing up, can you recall your first memory of taking care of an animal?
I was 6 years old and I got my first dog, and I remember him sitting in the car in the box as I jumped in one day after school, and I'll never forget that moment because he was a fluffy little German Shepherd, and that memory will stick for life.
Working with animals, can you share one of your fondest memories?
I think one of my best animal experiences would possibly be during our clinical rotations when working with underpowered people that bring in the animals. In those cases, they can't afford your traditional health care or for like a veterinary service. So just helping them, you see the appreciation in their eyes and how much their pet really means to them.
In your final year of studies, you also took part in a reality show.
Yes, I was fortunate enough to be selected to do a short reality TV show. The core of the series was taking 7 naive vets and putting them out into the wild and watching them struggle and learn the hard way. So it gave me opportunities to work with our large animals such as your elephants, your rhinos, work with lions and, you know, do clinical studies on them, and really was life-changing experiences.
You often don't know what's coming through the door. Any animal that would put you off?
I'm fortunate enough to say I've never had to encounter a snake just yet.
Touch wood. What advice do you have to all those aspiring to follow this path?
It is difficult to get into, but if it's something that you want to do, it's a very rewarding career. You feel that you're making a change in the world each day, so definitely pursue it, get those marks in high school and get into the course.
Niven, I've got a surprise for you, my friend. Paragliding.
Awesome, let's do it.
Having ambushed Niven with his invitation, Mishal volunteered to take a test flight before sending his guest aloft.
Most people are under the impression that paragliders jump off the mountain. This is definitely not true, and today Niven and I, we fly off Signal Hill. So this is the first time you're doing it?
Yeah, first time doing it, always something I wanted to do, so very, very excited.
On the bucket list?
Always on the wish list to do.
Safety first, I'm glad you're bringing me the helmet.
Hang on. Once I clip you in, you can't fall out, you not play with the clips.
All right.
Mishal paid more attention than usual to the pre-flight briefing, but he wasn't going to chicken out in front of Niven.
We're with Mishal in Cape Town. We're going to fly from Signal Hill, and we're going to have a wonderful flight.
Absolutely.
You have to just keep running until I say sit. Run.
Do you ever get sick of this?
Love it as much today as when I first started.
Any stress you have, the minute you take off, it's gone.
By this time, Niven was champing at the bit.
Next is my turn.
Niven's smile told the whole story.
One of the best experiences of my life.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well done.
Awesome, thank
Nice.
you.
What an experience.
Geez, once in a lifetime experience, hey? Flying over the mother city at one of the best days in the year.
Mother Nature has certainly played its part.
Wind was perfect, sun was perfect. I mean, everything was crisp, clear.
Did you feel that moment as you went into the ocean?
You get that jittery feeling in your tummy, but I mean, at the same time, I'm just so glad I didn't have any breakfast.
Well, speaking of that, taking a look at you, and I am looking at those guns, Niven. You surely work out. Tell me a bit about your regime.
You know, gym plays a huge aspect of my life. It becomes part of my routine. It keeps me sane from my daily job. And you know, it becomes part of your hobby. So you set yourself certain goals that you wish to attain. It becomes a part of a lifestyle choice.
So how many days are we talking now?
6 days a week, all right? And the last day is always a rest week day on the weekends, etc. And I mean, I break it down in different muscle groups, do different sections a day, incorporate some cardio, and of course you're going to get that one day a week in which you just need to give your body a break, slump out on the couch and relax.
Well, the training has certainly paid off. You've made it very far in a lot of competitions. Tell us about that experience.
It gives you a lot of exposure and definitely gives you a lot of attention, but at the same time, you know, it sets you certain goals to work towards in your training program. So if you know that you've got a shoot coming up or you're entering a competition, you push just that extra 10% during your workout.
Where do you hope this to lead?
First and foremost is always my veterinary career, and then if I can incorporate a bit of modeling work on the side, trying to explore different avenues, then by all means, and we'll see if it takes off or not. So for now, I mean, let's save those animals and then hopefully I get my big break soon.
Well, who knows, Bollywood might come a-knocking.
Well, we'll see, I'll be waiting.
Well, Niven, let me hit the gym. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you.
I'll see you there. Cheers, have a good day.
Well, there you have it. Today's been an absolutely spectacular day. It's a first for both of us. Do keep an eye out on Niven Packery, as he is sure to soar all the way to the top.